Yoowa yebusuakuo ba ko a ewo Ghana hadom se no mumbabunu nkabom kuo ya from se Yoowa National Youth Association no anase Yoowa National Youth Wing of Ghana womo de eye adwumede bi ahyehye so na empanimfo a eda emmabunu nkabom kuo ya no ade ma Yoowa abusuakuo no wo Ghana hanom se womo de emmabunu kopie mu Kwame Nkrumah Museum se momre na mommetie abakwasam ya Ghana ye ba ye na yemfa so enkyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ Yoowa so ye wo amamre ne amane bi esese maburu na mutimi etie empanimfo a ɛda eku na no de nsɛm bitudwa na mo kyerɛm sisi omo hwe a embabu ne bebre ayira wonom achi obu ho a obisa ne kurom kasa mpa wontimi nka bebia wo firi ne kura wonim na nka petoko kurom honom kasa ɛno nti wo mo so wo mo hwe aboa embabu no wo ɛyɛ mantem dunsia ne na no ya wo mo ye Yoowafo no motimi a kyerɛkyerɛ wo mo amamre ne amane wo mo san de to dwa sɛ ye nuane a yedi nansen sɛ mabu no ekunkum wo mo mo yade kora ye bodi an ti bida enti wo mo hwe aboa sɛ ne yebeya yebedi yankasa yeduane na bibia etimi akoso sɛ ye Ghanafo ensemi bebre eno mo de to dwa abrom kopie mu e Kwame Nkrumah Museum.
I agreed to come. The wardrobe, the bed, these two silence were sent in advance from England. She came spent 11 days on this bed. Then she symbolically handed over Ghana to Dr. Kwame. After that, she left. In the year 1977, Prince Charles, now Prince Charles of England, was also here. When the Prince of Wales, who now called Achimota Senior High, when they were celebrating their 50 years of golden jubilee, he was also sent in to represent the royal family. When he came to spend 3 days on this bed. So in history, it's only the mother and son who have ever slept on this bed. So, in case your mother made a mistake, or that's you want to see? I said that to my dad, come and sit. Hey. We are going to discuss about He was the longest serving Ghanaian president. He was in power for 19 years. During his longest office, for security reasons, he was always seated because the entrance of the castle was this way. You see through the first gate and the second gate. He monitored all vehicles and individuals coming in. Whenever he felt his life was in danger, because he was a pilot in the Air Force, he had a helicopter station right in the middle of the garden. He quickly ran down and refused away. There were 4 assassination attempts on his life, but because of the position of the office, he managed to escape them all. His father is from Scotland, the mother is a Ghanaian. He died 12 November 2020. Just last year, November, also the wife was so welcome to the former president. There's a chapel on church. Correctly read. Two of my brothers are praying. I'm from Ghana. Two of my brothers pray, so I understand the religion also very well. We are all one. Religion has their separate. So welcome to the St. Francis Xavier Chapel. This actually was built by the Portuguese in the year 1679. After they built it, they named it also after a king back in Portugal. It was called St. Francis, so it became the St. Francis Xavier Chapel. After 4 years, the Portuguese were not successful in slave trade, so they sold it to the Danes and they left 1693 to 1694. In 1694, the Danes came back again. They had a peaceful renegotiation of the castle. They gave him some 50 miles of it. He took it, went back to his hometown. When he took the original keys of this castle to show his people back home that he was once a Ghanaian. The original keys of this castle are still alive. Sadly, one Philippines afterwards to return back. Because of that, they were able to protect the so they rather escape Indians as left it. They will stay here for a maximum of 6 months. Once the are ready. If they are done, let's go out. They are great. I'm sorry. Car doctor, he was brought in from Denmark to take care of sick people within the car. So when he arrived, for a period of time, he became the governor here. And during his tenure as a governor, there was an issue of water crisis. So he proposed that this well that after it was done, rainwater was channeled into it. Whenever it rained, it got harvested here. But it took 10 years to build from 1753 to 1763. It was built by slaves. As the slaves were building and their spaceships arrived, they stopped, they were taking away. When another group got in, they continued. After overcoming the water crisis here, he proceeded further to marry a local princess in the 18th community. He gave birth to many children. So some local names like Karl Engman, Karl Randolph, the Vanderpoys, the Bannerman, the Lucas, the Luku, etc. They are all descendants coming from the Danish slave master. When they got to town, they got married to some Ghanaian wife. That's how come today we have all such things. It could hold 10,000 gallons of water. It extends from this very structure to that very structure. It is underground, just to harvest rainwater to feed people within the car. Currently, there is no water in it anymore. So you can come and have it. 50 Ghana.
You know, I'm a papa. You know, thank you, Avaro.
They visited the castle here, they were allowed to go through the Medolim. So I want you all to go through the Medolim. Who knows if there are dignities coming up?
Come on, funny. That's good.
My mother, no way.
So that's
Salam alaikum. Ago. Hey, Mundi Anna. Ago. Ago. I just need your attention, please. So, welcome to the Christian broadcast. So my name is Isaac. Officially, it was built in the year 1661. It was built and named after a king back in Denmark. He was called King Christian. So, what is your name? Ghana Queen. Abdurrahman. So you could name after a boy called Abdurrahman. So he became Abdurrahman's Bek. So he was called King Christian, so he became Christian.
Okay.
So that is what it is. Thank you. It was built for three major reasons initially. So one, accommodation or residence, two, as a marketplace, then three, as storage facility. But because we are located in the Osu community, normally people like to say the Osu Castle. So if you have the Osu Castle or the Christian Bock Castle, it actually refers to this very structure. Even though it was built by the Danes, they were not the first to have ever arrived. The first to have ever arrived were the Swedish and the Portuguese. They built an earthen lodge. They imported items such as gunpowder, mirror, spices, alcohol, iron rods, etc. They were trading with the locals. When the Danes arrived, they needed something permanent, so they went further, negotiated with the king. Then this land was sold to them for 3,200 gold florins. Then officially, 1661, a fort was built. With time, the fort was then enlarged into a castle. Even though it was built by the Danes also, the first to have ever arrived were the Portuguese. They got to the central coast of Ghana at a place now called Elmina in 1471, whenever it rained. Gold were picked from rivers, streams, and lagoons. Realizing the region's cement was in gold, they decided to stay. 1482 was when the Elmina Castle was built. It's the first European castle here in West Africa. Then they gave us the name Gold Coast. So around that same time, Muslims, are you Muslim? Yes. So you know the 5 pillars of Islam. So there was this great African king called Mansa Musa. He was on his way to Mecca in Saudi Arabia. He stopped over in Cairo, Egypt. Whatever he did, he paid in gold to the extent that the economy of Egypt crashed. He proceeded further to Mecca, Saudi Arabia. He took along 80,000 entourage. 25,000 of them were slaves. They were not just slaves, they were slaves dressed in silk. In those days, if a slave was dressed in silk, it meant that the owner was very wealthy. He marveled the Arabian scholars because according to them, according to the history of Mecca, they had not seen such entourage before. Egypt was the home of civilization. They started writing in books and in pamphlets. Those writings went viral. People from the West were also looking for who this great king was. That's how come they said they also arrived. Before the Europeans arrived, there were no countries or nations as we have now. There was no Ghana, Nigeria.